is only war.
What is up, gents? Top 40k player in the world with a Recon Marine Keevil, bringing the 40k Dirtbags to you. If you guys are new to the channel, appreciate you clicking on the video. You guys are interested in how the Orks are doing in the current meta at the end of 10th edition. Who the hell knows? John actually put it great, where the edition's about to end in 45 minutes, so all these rules don't matter. So we're doing our last GT, one of the last GTs of the year. We have ACO coming up, and then LSO. LSO I think is going to be 11th edition, but ACO will be our last tournament of 10th edition, which we will finish off with Orks. I've been loving Orks the last couple months. Started it this year. Was #1 Ork player in the United States, which is pretty cool. Who the hell knows what 11th edition is going to bring? But we're going to be getting into each game, 5 games. We went 5-0 with our Kult of Speed list. I'll go over what the list is. I'll leave that in the description below. And then we'll go over each game one by one, what we did good, what we could have done better. Using these skills in 11th edition is going to be clutch. So getting that professional coach in your corner is definitely key going into 11th edition. That's what Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys are interested in getting that professional coach, I was #1 Grey Knight player in the world 3 years ago, #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world 2 years ago, #1 Death Guard player in the world last year, and then this year we're already #1 Ork player in the United States. So we know the core rules, and that's all we teach with just like the tactics, how to learn your army the best possible way, and then learn the core rules and get better at 40k, and 11th edition is definitely a perfect time to do that. So head over to Patreon, get your coach, and then support us over there. And if you guys are interested in the merch, it was really cool. We saw the merch shirts at the GT. That was one of the coolest experiences ever, where you get to see your own merch live at the RTT and GTs from people that you've never met before. Really cool. Really shout out to our first opponent who actually had one of the shirts on when we played them. So also we have a lot of other shirts that we are updating constantly. We just got the last 3 at the bottom here. Working on the Emperor himself. So if you like any of these logos, head down in the description below. But yeah, this video, guys, depending on which video you guys are watching, we're going to be going over everything. So guys, leave in the comments below what you like, didn't like, and how we can improve on the channel. And especially going to 11th edition, a lot of videos, especially tactical videos, are going to be coming up. But guys, appreciate it. Let's get into the quick sponsor, and then we'll get into the video. All right, guys, thanks for clicking on the video. If you guys want to support the channel, stay tuned towards the end of the video where we'll go over all of this stuff, as well as any links in the description below for laser lines, shirts, and gear is in all the description. So stay tuned towards the end and enjoy the video. All right, guys, final game. Going against John. Work. First time we ever played. I see him everywhere. All the GTs. He's local in the meta. Fucking awesome dude. First time we got to play each other, which I'm super excited for, and we got to play on stream at the final table with this GT. I would definitely play him again. He's such a chill, awesome guy. I said from the beginning, like, this game is going to be so cool to watch because we just both agree on everything. It's like, yeah, whatever you think it is, you know, like line of sight, like we both agree, movement, we both agree, all that stuff. So this is just one of those fun games that if you guys are getting into the GT scene, this is the type of opponent you want to play. Somebody that's competitive, that's going to teach you, that's going to coach you, tell you exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it, playing by intent, and you're going to have a fun time at the same exact time. So anytime you hear that from you, like, wow, that was a really good play, really nice, you might have kicked their ass, but still, if they get all those benefits from playing you, and then can take that to the next game or the next games, that's the type of person you want to see and play and be at GTs moving forward. So 11th edition coming up, a lot of mistakes going to happen. Don't worry about it. Everybody does it. Even the pros, they're going to make mistakes. But 11th edition is going to be so fun to bring something new to the community, and hopefully a lot of new players come forward and play because this game is fucking awesome. So with this, we are playing final game, just standard 40k, take and hold 5, hold more. And he's playing invasion fleets. So his list is kind of awesome. Let's see if we can remember it. It's 2 lictors, they're precision, infiltrate, stealth, fucking toughness 6, strength 6 or strength 7, AP 1 or 2, 2 damage. Insane guys. Then he's got the Gene Stealer character with the Gene Stealer unit, 5-up invuln save, 2 wounds. He's got a 5-up Feeling of Pain strat. That strat is going to come up a lot. So that strat's really good. He's got 2 big penis guns in the corners, 2 Norns. When have I ever seen a Norn on the table? Never. He's got 2 of them. So they're OPSEC 15, 5 up, Field of Pain on the objective. Just monsters, like insane. So he's got 2 of them, which I was really afraid of. It was like, fuck, my whole strategy is out OCing you, and if you have 15 or 30 OPSEC on a point, I might just lose. So he actually had the tools to beat me in this game, which we'll go over at the end, but it's kind of insane where nobody runs these guys because these guys are fucking nuts. He's got 2 of these brain bugs. One's on the table, one's in reserves. 20-man unit of Hormigons with the Lash leader. They also can get a 5 of Field of Pain. They can res guys, so I think they bring back D3 plus 2 guys. And then the Biorvor in the back. And that's it. Oh, and the fucking Swarmlord. Can't forget about the Swarmlord. Vect and an extra CP. We were talking about his points. He's like, yeah, he's 220 points. I was like, what the fuck? Who cares? He's so good. He's like, yeah, but he's way too expensive. I was like, yeah, but he gives you Vect. He's like, and a CP. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Wazdaka is 175. I'll spend an extra 50 points to get an extra CP and Vect on Wazdaka. That is insane. So I think he should be in every single list, honestly. I think Swarmlord should be in every single Tyranid list, no matter what. That's my 2 cents. If I played Tyranids, he would be in every single list. Yeah, 100%. All right, so John goes first. He knows about Zod. I keep Zod back, so Zod's in this little catty corner because I lost Zod last time I played Tyranids to a fucking Lictor. So if Zod moves up, Lictors just move up and kill Zod turn 1, which I was like, all right, I learned my lesson. Don't put Zod out. So Zod scouts forward, puts 1 person on this objective. You can see my deployment zone. It's search and destroy. Everything is just in my deployment zone. We had to keep 2 copters off the table and 2 3-man bikes off the table. We infiltrate this guy in the corner, snicker out, and then we scout these guys up on the objective. So on the objective, everything else kind of like stays back. He moves forward. He wants to try and get into my bikes turn 1 because they probably could have messed up my bike unit turn 1, but he failed the charge. So he tries to charge in, fails it, re-rolls it, fails it. So that was definitely a good start for us. He moves up everybody. This guy get line of sight to my bikes down here, the 3-man bikes. He shoots them, kills 1. And these guys fail the charge. He should have ran the Norn to the center. So if the Norn runs to the center, I have to then focus the Norn turn 1. Instead, I have to focus these guys turn 1. So it would have been a little bit different of a game if the Norn just basically runs forward and just camps the center. I basically would have to probably move everybody out where they are, put everything I possibly can into the Norn, and the Norn could probably live because I only have 1 unit of Copters on the table. So Copters would have advanced forward, shot everything in the Norn. I still have these guys though. So these guys would have had to been charged and killed in the charge phase. But instead he didn't do that. He basically kept them over here for turn 2. This 1 Norn did choose to run forward and get on the point. So this is his point for the rest of the game, essentially. These guys didn't commit, which I think if these guys don't commit, all right, so this is the difference. If we went over John at the end of the game, if these guys run forward, or if these guys started over here instead, or these guys just run forward to here, Norn runs to the center here, these guys do the same exact play here, this Norn runs there, Hive Tyrant runs here, Lictor runs here, other Lictor moves forward, maybe charges Gretchen. Yeah, I think if you just YOLO everything forward, I then have to figure out what the fuck to do. So do I kill the Norn? Do I kill these guys? Do I kill the bugs? And I'm not going to kill all 3. So let's say I go into the Norn, and then I charge these guys. So maybe I kill these guys and do the Norn down to like whatever. Doesn't matter. You have 15 OPSEC. So you're going to get 5, 10, 15 on turn 2. Shit. Now you have this entire 20-man blob, which you could have rezzed if I killed some of them, because you have a 5 of Field of Pain, and then they just yeet into me and probably kill all of Zod's unit and tie up everything else. So you're just tagging fucking everything. So at that point, I'm like, well, shit, I literally have everything in my deployment zone tagged. My Copter's about to come down, so I probably kill the Norn turn 2. So that now he has 10 points for the rest of the game because this Norn's camping this one. All 3 big bugs are shooting this way. Then these guys are running forward for the -1 to hit, which Orks hate. And now I'm basically fighting in my deployment zone compared to fighting in his deployment zone. So that would have been a different game. We're not going over that game. That's that game. Let's go over this game. This game, I have to focus down this guy. I do get assassinate turn 1, which is fucking hilarious. So I have to kill this guy. I line up all of the shots, which I probably should have lined up more shots into these guys. So these guys run forward. They're there to screen the fucking Hormagaunts because I don't want them to get into my deployment zone. I do want to try and charge Lictor because Lictors scare me. But I'm thinking I'm like lining up everything I possibly can. I do bring out Zod because if I charge the Lictor, he can't fall back and charge into me. So I think Zod is safe at this point. I should have put all of the Gretchen probably over here to be able to shoot these guys because hitting on 3s with Gretchen is actually pretty fucking good. Hitting on 3s +1 to wound, so wounding on 5s, 4s. All these guys line up. Their goal is to basically shoot and to move onto the objective over here. This guy should have been up here to or at least here to see these guys. Waz was there to be within 12 to see these guys. Coptas, I only got 2 in line of sight to see these guys. I should have got more. This guy didn't shoot anything, and then these guys stayed back. So I didn't line up everything I possibly could. I should have, because I forgot about the 5 of Feeling Pain. He's like, I think I'm going to do it on you. I was like, fuck. That's a good play. So now he's got a 5 of Feeling Pain on these guys. Not great with Orc shooting. So I actually kill a bunch of them, but now instead of these guys moving back this way, I have to charge. So we charge forward instead with the Wartrike. So we charge forward the Wartrike. We kill this guy to like the wound. I need +1 to wound on these guys because I'm not in the wall. I'm strength 4. He's toughness 5 or something, so I need +1 to wound. So I charge in, spend another CP to get +1 to wound. We finally kill him. So we kill this guy. We actually don't kill the Lictor. We take the Lictor down to 4 wounds, but we do screen out the Gretchen. So that was the goal. Was I don't want the Hormagaunts to go into the Gretchen. The Hormagaunts can murder the Gretchen, especially not on Wa. So that was our turn 1. We got assassinate and recover assets for 3. So pretty good turn 1 because he gave me the character. His turn 2, he gets Area Denial and Secure No Man's Land. So both are pretty good for him. He runs the Swarmlord there, and then he basically camps there with a Vect. Vect screwed me up the entire game. Puts a Spore Mine there so that way I can't advance like through it or to it, because I can't advance and within 6, and I can't move up because he's 15 inches away from me. So good placement by the Spore Mine. Norn moves up on this side of the objective to screen out. Lictor runs back this way. This guy moves up, screens out this way. This guy screens out this way, and all this stuff screens out that way. So I can't wrap it anywhere back there, which I would have. These guys wait another turn, so I think these guys should have committed. Because maybe if they commit this way, so they advance forward, charge these guys, consolidate, pile in, maybe tag the Gretchen. Because if the Gretchen are tagged, I don't have a fallback and charge strat on the Gretchen. So if the Gretchen are tagged before I Wa, that's a great strategy to go into them. Just tag the Gretchen. Just tag one Gretchen. Don't put any attacks into them, and just be like, you're fucked. So that's one way to keep the Gretchen where they are. So maybe this guy could have moved up and try to make a long charge onto the Gretchen. That definitely would have fucked me up. But yeah, at the end of his turn, just puts a bunch of shots, charges into the big bug into these guys. Lictor kills a bunch, but these guys don't really take a lot of damage. He actually doesn't really do a ton this turn. He kind of like waits back another turn. He gets Area Denial, which he doesn't get, and the Secure No Man's Land, he only gets 1. He does kill 2 of the bikes in the center, but they're able to fall back. So I have 4 bikes, I think, left over here. They're going to fall back and just kind of push like the back over here or screen these guys out. But now it's time to Wa. So after this, the bikes that rapided, so they rapided turn 2 down to here and stayed out of line of sight of this big bug and this big bug. So they're in a really good spot right here to try and really push this guy off primary. But the goal this turn is to kill this Norn. If I can kill the Norn, that takes a 15 OBSEC point off the table. So I have Coptas here, Coptas here. I'm about to drop my 3rd Coptas on my turn. I have these guys that could still advance and charge. These guys got whittled down to one fucking guy. So we killed 5 in this unit. And now it's wall turn. So we're about to wall and just launch everything forward. So Coptas move up. They just move up 12 so that way I can throw a grenade. These guys deep strike down here. Or sorry, not yet. These guys move up on the other side of the wall. I'm about to deep strike 6 Coptas in this little pocket. These guys advance forward. They're going to try and charge in. If he doesn't die, if I kill him, he's got 0 OPSEC on this point. If I don't kill him, I can charge and try and put as much OPSEC on the point as possible. The Gretchen commit, so they commit up. I want to try and charge the Hormagaunts and get to them before they get to me, because now I have a 5 of Binvolt save. These 2 bikes move forward. These guys run forward to try and screen on the objective, because I don't want this guy to kind of like get to my objective. I want to keep that primary, so I want to keep 10 at least guaranteed every single turn. These 2 bikes screen this big bug. These guys move forward. These 2 guys with the bike advance forward to try and also charge into the Hormagaunts because they're right against the wall. And I move these guys this way so that way I can tag this Norn and this Swarmlord. Because if I tag both of these guys, yes, they're going to be able to go into the 5 of Binvolt save Gretchen, but they can't countercharge backwards. Because the Norn or the Swarmlord charge onto that point, it doesn't matter if I charge into them. I'm not going to out OC it. So that was the game plan here, is order of activation I learned from Brian's last game, where I have to charge specific units first to stop counter charges. So that's where all the shots go into the Norn. I take the Norn down to like 12. Didn't roll too hot. But I charge the Gretchen. So these 2 Gretchen get that. These 2 Gretchen get that. This Gretchen just has to scooch over a little bit so that way he stays in coherency. And then all these guys trail back. And then I tagged all of the other Hormagaunts with these guys. These guys did charge in through the Hormagaunts. So they're less than 1 inch base. So I can basically charge in between the little corners and then tag the Hormagaunts on the other side of the wall within 1 inch. These guys do make the charge back here. So they're able to charge in, pile in. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay this point because they're able to res. And they're all 2 OC. This was mainly just to kind of distract them. Yeah, they're just kind of like pile in and distract the guys back here. So do make the charge. This is the charge where we have to really get this precise for the charge, consolidate, pile in, and I want to basically be able to get this 3 OC on the point and these 2 bikes on the point. If I'm able to get these guys on the point, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it puts 15 OPSEC on the point to tie him, but I have to tag this guy because of my base size. So this is us, like, again, making sure that we measure everything precise before we do anything. Trevi came over to also judge to make sure that we were putting everybody in. I'm trying to block my base there. So these guys charge in. Pivot's only 1. I can consolidate 6. So if I pivot 1 and then move 5, I'm able to consolidate onto the point. But his base size is too big that I have to tag this Norn as well, which I don't know if it was a mistake. I had to stop the point, and that was the only way to stop the point this way. So after I consolidated in, look, I'm 1 inch away from this Norn. So then this Norn just fucking puts all the attacks into the bike unit and kills the bike unit. So it kills all but this bike and this guy. So I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 OPSEC. He still has 15. He's down to 6 wounds, I believe, on this Norn. So I took the Norn down to 6, and I wasn't able to auto-see him. So he still gets 10 for primary, which sucks. Everything else is basically charge forward. He did kill a ton. The Hormagaunts killed most of the Gretchen. I still held these guys up in combat over here because I didn't want them to charge on his turn. So we kept OC or coherency here. I still have all the Coptas here just waiting. Well, I'm going to see Waz is down here as well. So I'm just going to see what he does after this turn to try and get his primary back, or kill at least all these guys to get that back. But these guys are stuck where they are. So that helped out a lot. The Gretchen definitely helped just keeping guys in place, and the Hormagaunts are still in his deployment zone. If Hormagaunts are on the objectives, I don't think I win this game at all. All right, so all the big bugs are now moving forward. Norn was free because I fucking accidentally removed one of those guys instead of this guy. But I did keep this guy from moving out to the center. So I think if I just kill, I don't know, this one random Gretchen and keep this Gretchen alive, these guys can't charge. Because at the end of the turn, they're removed from coherency, but not until the end of the turn. So if I still have two guys tagged, the Swarm Lord and the other guy, they can't do anything this turn when it comes to charging. So they probably would have killed the Gretchen, but who cares? Because I kept them from charging in. So that was a mistake there. But all these guys get on the point again to make sure that he keeps that primary. And now that's the end of his turn. So my turn. Sick hat. I was afraid of this guy falling back. So you see I left this point. There's a Snickrot on the other side here. So Snickrot's by himself, but this guy, all he has to do is take a Desperate Escape, which he can re-roll. So he just Desperate Escapes through me onto the point to steal it. So I have to back these guys up to screen out that move. So that was a move that most people won't think about. So always think like, what would you do? And I'm like, well, honestly, it's only on 1 or 2 and you get to re-roll it. So I would definitely sacrifice this guy to try and get steal primary and stop 5 points for me. So I had to back these guys up onto the objective. Back there. All these guys back up. So back up Coptas. This Wazdaka goes into play. And just look at this view right here. So this Norn has 2 wounds left. Can this entire army kill a Norn with 2 wounds left? Who the fuck knows? He's got a Feel No Pain, all that crazy shit. But yeah, Zod is still alive. So Zod and these 3 guys are just kind of trying to stop his Hormigons from leaving his deployment zone. This guy moves up also to block his movement. So now he can't move past these 2 guys. These guys back up, like I said, so he doesn't get on the point. These guys come in from reserves. I can't touch the point because it's only 6 inches. What else? This guy runs to the center. And all these guys just line up to try and kill this Norn. So if I kill the Norn, I get rid of 15 OBSEC, and then I'm able to charge onto the point and stop the primary. So he's going to then have a 5 going into turn 4, which is what we do. So we finally kill the Norn. Norn doesn't blow up, and we just charge everything onto the point. Oh, shit. So at this point in the game, we charge everything in. We're up 53 to 40. So we're up 13 going into his turn 4. So even if he gets 5, sorry, we're up 13. Even if he gets 5, we're up, what, 8? Going into my turn, which is about to be another 10. So at this point in the game, it's like, I don't have a lot. I mean, I have a lot left, but even if he manages to kill most of this stuff, I'm still going to be able to run away essentially on primary and secondary because this is the end of turn 3. So the end of turn 3, this is the score. So then we basically talk it out. So at this point right here, this is like, all right, what do I do now? All I have left is big bugs, not a lot of scoring. So I have the Lictor, which could potentially do something, the Hormigons, which are in the backfield, the Brain Bug, the other Brain Bug, this guy who physically can't do anything to me. He's good for killing big shit. And then that's it. So at this point, it's like, all right, he probably is going to just run to the center, camp the center, kill these 2. Swarmlord can run this way. I don't think he kills all of this with a 4-up invuln save and reactive moves. Wazdaka is still alive. So I think, honestly, like, he doesn't wipe me off the table because the Norn can't physically get to this objective. Norn has to go to the center because that's his center objective he chose. So that'll be 15 OBSEC in the center. So I think I keep this primary. I think the Hormigons can fuck off. I don't know what the hell the Hormigons do. Hormigons can maybe run this way, charge this guy, get onto the center. So the center's his. He gets the center. But the rest of the game, this is going to be my objective, and that's going to be my objective, and I'm going to be able to get secondary points more than he can. So by the end of the game, we're scoring it out. This is the score right here. Turn 4, we get engage in all fronts for 3, and then extend battle lines for 4. And then for the final turn, we get behind enemy lines, which I could have uppy downy one of these guys back there, or just run back there. for 3, and then Storm Hostile for 4. So yeah, and then for him, he gets Overwhelming Force, which we give him a max for 5. We get max Bring It Down. No Prisoners, we give him max, and Defend, we give him max. So max, 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 max. And then for primary, he had 35 out of 50. So 72 to 96 final score. Before we talked it out, or before we started the game, he's like, why don't we just like go 170 and then we go have some beers? I was like, yeah, but then Trevi can't stream and people want to know what the hell happened. So it's funny because like by the end of the game, we talked it out and like discussed everything, and then we looked at the score. He's like, bro, if we would have just got 170, we could have had a beer 3 hours ago. I was like, yeah, probably. But then again, Trevi loses a final game stream, and they would have had to watch fucking T-Suns and Space Wolves play instead of watching Cult of Speed and fucking Insane Invasion Fleet make it to the top table. So again, John was an awesome player, great sportsmanship all around, great tactics. The difference, though, we talked that out again, Hormigons have to go do something. Like, Hormigons camping a home field objective, probably not the best bet. I think having the 5-up Field of Pain and being able to res them back and being 2 OC, you have to use them like I do Zod. So Zod is the unit to basically just yeet forward, screen, tag a bunch of shit like you saw, and do some type of damage with the character, and then that's it. So if he would have done that, that's Brian's game. If he would have done that, maybe during this turn right here. So let's start right here. So he does the same thing when it comes to turn 1, but turn 2 would have been way different. Okay, so this is turn 1, or turn 2. Yeah, this is essentially the end of my turn. All right, so this is what we would have done differently. I think these guys have to launch forward. Like, you have to get OBSEC on either this point or this point to stop me from doing anything and stopping my wall. I can fall back and shoot and charge, but if you screen me out with movement, I'm kind of screwed. So I think in this situation, they can advance and charge. So they move 10. So let's say they get 10 out to here, or like kind of diagonal. So let's say they get 10 out to here, a bunch of them, and then some of them go this way. So 10 out to here, all of them, and then they're able to kind of like advance and charge. So they move 10 and then they advance. Let's say they go 3. So now they're looking at like right here. Okay, so after that, they charge in. Now these guys are probably should have fell back to Lictor. So if the Lictor falls back, he could just fall back and wait another day back behind the Hormigons. Or you keep him there, because I don't know if you have anything to shoot. Because you were blowing up this unit. No, okay, Lictor stays there, because Lictor has fight first, yada. So Lictor stays there. This Maliceptor definitely didn't have to start there. He could have started right against the edge of this, because the Hormigons, if they could have screened out, let's say you put like one Hormigon there to screen out 9 from the backfield, instead of using this big-ass fucker, one Hormigon screens out back there, the other 2 behind there, you're only going to lose out on 3 Hormigons compared to this big bug. The big bug is moved up here. Big bug then could basically move forward, shoot these guys still, and then charge the bikes. So this guy gets onto the point. The Norn, again, same thing. Norn moves up 10 or 8 or whatever, and then shoots and then charges into these guys. So now he has the big bug, -1 to hit aura. This guy charging the bikes, Lictor killing the bikes, Hormigons moving this way, tagging the Gretchen, and killing the bikes. So I think if these guys charge in, Norn charges, kills these guys. This guy, Maliceptor, piles in, maybe kills more. I have to choose to keep probably these guys, so that way they can stop the Hormigons from consolidating. So Hormigons probably would have piled in, consolidated, and tagged this, at least one Gretchen, which again would have fucked me up. So at the end of this turn, this guy moves up, shoots, I don't know, Gretchen or bikes, probably shoots the bikes, kills some of the bikes, and then he maybe could have charged. I don't know this distance. So this to there maybe would have been 8 to right about here, and maybe charge the bikes to get some more movement. And then he could have killed some bikes. Yeah, so I think you yeet this guy forward. All the Hormigons charge in, pile in, consolidate. So now you have this guy here. Let me take a screenshot. All right, so this changes the entire game. So let's get this. Okay, so this guy ends, so moves up. Fuck. All right, so moves up there, charges, ends, I don't know, here. So that's this. These guys advance forward, charge in, consolidate. So now you have a bunch of guys like here, 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 here. So essentially you have all the Hormagaunts here, right? So these guys are here, tagging the Gretchen. The big guy's there. The other big Norn is moving up this way. So back of his base lands there, charges in. Now you have a Norn here. You have this Maleceptor moving up. So he started here, moves up, charges, ends here. Probably piles onto the objective if I don't remove this guy. The Swarmlord still ends here. This guy probably stays back because you have another Biovore that could just shoot another Spore Mine. This Spore Mine can run forward unless he put that there already. No, I think that was from before. So Spore Mine runs forward. The other Spore Mine replaces it. So now you have two Spore Mines, one there, one there. This guy moves forward onto the point. So he's there. Lictor still runs back here to screen out. This guy is screening out there. Nothing really screening out here. You could bring the other Maleceptor back here. So the Maleceptor can come in here. Screen out this way. Spore Mine comes up here, screens out the Rapid. Damn, that would have sucked. So Spore Mine runs forward, screens out there. Other Spore Mine here, screens out all this. Maleceptor walks in from reserve, screens out this. This guy moves back this way, screens out this. And I don't know what the hell screens out back here. So you might have to have the Biovore stay there and put a Spore Mine here to screen out this. So the Biovore would have screened out this, that. This Biovore moves up, screens out this. And then the Maleceptor moves up here, screens out this. Lictor moves back here and screens out this. So I think that screens out the table there. All right. So let's go back. Okay. Norn stays there. He doesn't really have to do much. He's just 15 OC. And then that's it. So at the end of this turn, I think this is just fucking insane. So now what do? I have to figure out what the fuck is going to kill all of the Hormagaunts. What the hell is going to kill this Norn? Giving up on this objective. This objective, I can't do anything. So I think in this point, I have to rapid my bikes or my Coptas probably here. So I'm shooting Coptas into into Hormagaunts, but it's 66 blast. So 63 plus 4 each, so 24. So it's 63 plus 24 with sustain hits 2. So that might just nuke out the entire unit. So that would definitely help out. So that would definitely kill them. But again, I have a Norn, which I don't know what to do. Because these bikes are gone. These bikes are whittled down. Gretchen can't fucking do shit. So yeah, dude, it's a completely different game. He probably gets another 10 to 15 every single turn until the end of the game. So I think that play, he probably could just win. Yeah, that's insane. So that's the difference that would have happened compared to what did happen by the end of the game, was just keeping everybody back one turn too late. Yeah, if he's more aggressive with this unit, he wins the game. So, all in all, great game. Awesome, dude. We won the GT with the big fucking trophy, this thing. This was our trophy. So, it's huge and heavy. So, this is the Gore Child that they printed out and painted gold. So, this is the trophy from the first GT our local store has run. It was awesome. Ran alternate universes if you guys want to check them out. Bluebell, Pennsylvania. They do a RTT once a month. They're now going to be doing the GTs once a year. So yeah, shout out to them. Jack Craig ran a great event. Dan, store manager in the area, or the regional manager, awesome dude. So let me know in the comments below what you're super excited for. 11th edition, I'm glad we were able to finish this off with a bang with Cult of Speed. A lot of stuff is coming up for 11th edition, guys. If you guys want the coaching, head over there now, so that way you guys get the coaching before 11th edition. You get to meet your coach, myself, or another coach, especially for the army you guys are playing, and it gets you ready for 11th edition. So check that out over on Patreon, and you get your own specific Patreon link. And if you guys are interested in the merch, all these merch are in the description below. So check that out, because the shirts are sick. Get to wear them to an RTT and GT. And yeah, we have one more GT coming up for a team event, ACO, Atlantic City Open, team event, 5-man team. So we're going there. So if you guys are going there, you can definitely come up and say hi. And then Lone Star Open, me, Keevil, and a bunch of Dirtbags going to be heading out there as well. That's an awesome event. So guys, appreciate it. Good luck. Comment below, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and we'll see you the next GT at ACO. All right, guys, thanks for sticking towards the end of the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the links in the description below, which we'll go over. But these right here, we have 3D prints of Cypher, Tech Priest, Phobo Libby, Combi Libby, Lieutenant, Calidus, Codiez, and the Lord of Contagion. All those are up for sale. Message me on Discord. All these widgets, the 6-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, they pop out. Those are up for sale. The 9-inch widget, the 1 CP token, where you guys can keep track of the CP every single game. The token markers for Chaos and Grey Knights, they're poker chips. Those are really good for sticky objectives. And then also the wound gauges and the fuck you and fuck me tokens are up for sale as well. And we have a new sponsor, Snot Goblin Terrain. They are really, really cool. What's great about them is you can customize them for any layout. So if you run a Games Workshop layout, or if you run WTC layout, you can run it that way. And the best part, it's super hard plastic, not going to break on you. And also it's all fully painted. So check on the link below if you guys want to check these guys out. We use them in our streams and they look super awesome on the stream, but it's really good to travel into all your stores and bring them with you. So check those guys out. Then we still have 3D6 Wargaming, where if you guys want some custom templates, you guys can click on these. And then our new and improved Rexar lasers, laser lights with the Dirtbag logo on them. These guys are at a lot of local GTs, especially in the Texas area, but these lines are, or these lasers are rechargeable. So definitely be picking this up. I'm going to be getting sent one of these so I can show you guys on the live stream and stuff like this. But you guys get the Dirtbags and the lasers rechargeable, so highly recommend the Rexar lasers in the description below. Look at this. Look at that line. It is so good. And it's rechargeable. At the top, it's got the USB. Just plug it right in. Good to go. This shit is legit. And lastly, guys, the merch store. This I love seeing at GTs. When you see it across the room, you see your own logo, which is so cool. It's the red, white, and blue. We have the hats as well. They're all flex fit with the Dirtbags logo on the back. I just love wearing backwards hats. But all of these are available in the Printify shop. It's print to order, so you can get all these shirts, different sizes, different colors. We also have the old school stuff. We have the Nurgling. We have mugs, which you can fit your entire hand in, and some of the Grey Knight logos as well. So let me know what I'm missing. You can message me on Discord, but stay tuned if you guys are interested in the Patreon. That'll come up last. So appreciate it, guys, and let's keep it going. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now, we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community. over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setups that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. If we really want to get a bigger studio going, that is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.